Friday, August 14th here at Mississippi River Valley Vineyard, and today we're going to harvest our Vignoles Blanc. They are only measured about 20 brix, and they could be like 22 or 23. That's okay. We have a little bit of botrytis, and it's wet. We're going to get more rain, so I'm going to harvest them so I don't lose any more grapes. That's the only variety I've had botrytis in, and it's not very much. I'm guessing 10%. I'll know exactly after I harvest them today. But the Vignoles Blanc and the Vignoles are the two most susceptible varieties that I have for botrytis. And I should have sprayed Elevate on them a few weeks ago. I didn't get any botrytis in the Vignoles, I think, because I harvested them in time. All my Labrusca varieties are still susceptible, but very low susceptibility. In fact, all the rest of my grapes are low susceptibility to botrytis. But botrytis isn't as bad as you think. Riesling wine, all infected with botrytis. Everybody that's drank Riesling wine has drank it with infected grapes. I may start growing Rieslings later on because I like Riesling wine, but I'll have to learn what it tastes like without botrytis because the noble rot is throughout Riesling wines. But I'll make this video a little bit longer after I harvest. I'll know what I'm getting, and then we'll press them off today. We'll probably process these, ferment them on the skins, because Terry and I both prefer that when it comes to Vignoles wine. So this will be a little bit different than our Vignoles, but I'll get back to you. So far so good. I picked 3 buckets so far and only found 1 cluster with botrytis. So that's a good thing. Here's what Vignoles look like. They're not great big bunches like the Vignoles, but I'm not complaining. These are great, and I couldn't be more happy. Thank you, Kelly, for showing me how to grow grapes. Here's what the individual clusters look like, just typical of the rest of them I'm picking. That's on my tailgate, so you can kind of see the size. Really tight clusters. Next year I'll use gibberellic acid hormone when they look like broccoli to try to make the rachises longer and loosen these clusters up. Maybe that'll work. That's the harvest of the Vignoles this year. Those big buckets are 3 5-gallon buckets each, so that's 7 buckets of grapes. And out of 7 5-gallon buckets of grapes, this is the amount I got that were infected with botrytis. Negligible. And I could save a bunch of those grapes if I want to. So really, can't complain. Didn't get the amount of grapes that I got with the Vignoles. I got 12 buckets there, and I only got 7 here. But that's because I didn't crop the Vignoles as heavy as, or I didn't crop the Vignoles as heavy as a Vignoles. I went by the trunk diameter and left the appropriate amount of clusters per vine that the trunk could support, and that's what it was this year. Now next year these will be a lot tougher. I can crop them more, and the Vignoles. I'm not sure what's next. These are Traminettes, really looking healthy. All the rest of these are really looking healthy. Well, now to go crush, destem, and I won't press right now because I'm going to process these on the skins. This is the final press, and there's about 2.5 gallons in that bucket. This one has 7.5, so it looks like we're going to end up with about 10 gallons of Vignoles juice. We press it out to 3 bars. I think if you go higher than 3 bars, you get some odd flavors from the stems and seeds, so we stop at 3. But as long as it's running at 3, we're going to let it go. And then it's just a matter of sulfiting this. We decided not to process it, not ferment it on the skins, to just go ahead and press it off.
But we'll sulfite this, put it in the cellar, and clean up our mess. This grape must will all go over on the compost pile. We only had just a very small amount of botrytis out of the 7 buckets of grapes that we picked, so real happy. I tasted this, it's really good. The brix were 20 and the pH was 3.2, so it's great. It's great. We're gonna have good wine unless we screw it up.